Meryl Streep's daughter Louisa Jacobson has admitted that squeezing into a period corset while filming The Gilded Age left her in so much pain she couldn't even sleep. The actress, 30, revealed she is grateful to be a female-identifying person in the present day since expectations for 19th-century women were crazy. On the Rain with Josh Smith podcast, she did confess that her tight outfits were as a result of her own requests during early fittings, a decision she soon regretted. The model said, "It took a long time to get used to that corset, after wearing sweatpants for so long. Every day when I took it off, I was so grateful, and I will never take for granted being a female-identifying person in 2022, who does have the freedom to put on a pair of pants that are kind of loose and call it a day. The things women had to do, it was crazy. I realized how I've internalized beauty standards so intensely. You've seen Cinderella, you've seen any Disney movie, have you seen Frozen? Their waists are like the size of my finger. All the main princess characters have these tiny little waists, and you grow up seeing that. I walked on set, and in my costume fittings too, I was like, just tighten it, I wanna look snatched. But you know, I really suffered from that decision because they measured and sewed all my costumes based on how tight my corset was in the fitting, when I had been really ambitious about making it very tight. I would say 3 or 4 months into shooting, I actually had to ask them to take out my dresses from the waist because it was just too much. It was taxing physically and mentally. I couldn't sleep on my side for a long time because my ribs were so sore. Thankfully, a trusted member of the costume department would come to Louisa's rescue in between takes, where she would loosen her corset before tying it back up. She said, "That's when I realized I really need to loosen this up, and after every take or between setups, I would ask my dresser to untie the corset so that I could get a break." They would have corset breaks because we were there for 15 hours, and to have that on for that long is bananas. And the women back then, actually in the Gilded Age, they would change their clothes 3 or 4 times a day to take a break. Louisa played the character of aspiring writer Marion Brooke, who moves from Pennsylvania to New York to live with her wealthy aunts. The new series is written by Downton's Julian Fellows and featured an all-star ensemble cast including Cynthia Nixon and Christine Baranski. Cynthia and Christine played the role of Louisa's fictional aunt Sada Brooke and Agnes Van Ryn respectively. Also starring in the HBO and Sky series are Carrie Coon, Jean Triplehorn, and Raisa Farmiga. The show was set in 1882 during the American Gilded Age, a period of huge economic change. The show saw Peggy Scott, née, and Marion become embroiled in a social war involving one of her aunts and her railroad tycoon neighbor George, Morgan Spector, and his wife Bertha Russell, Carrie. Julian Fellowes' latest endeavor had been years in the making after he began working on a Downton Abbey spin-off in September 2012. The writer told Radio Times in January 2016 that he was hopefully shooting at the end of the year despite not having written the script just yet. When asked about the status of the show in June 2016, Fellowes admitted he was up to my neck in research creating the character. These people were extraordinary. You can see why they frightened the old guard, because they saw no boundaries, he told the Los Angeles Times. They wanted to build a palace, they built a palace. They wanted to buy a yacht, they bought a yacht. And the old guard in New York weren't like that at all, and suddenly this whirlwind of couture descended on their heads. They redesigned being rich. They created a rich culture that we still have. People who are rich in a way that was established in America in the 1880s, 90s, 1900s. It was different from Europe.